So when I first met Anne, she was already 100 years old, and I'm half her age. So just knowing her reminded me again and again, don't complain. She is, and she was stronger than me. So anyway, that's kind of embarrassing, but that is also encouraging. And I understood that when she was 100, she was ready to go. Like she was, 100 years, right? She didn't want to die, but she had this full life, and she, what do you do after 100? So there was this dinner party at Anne-Marie's, and she was given for a few friends, and Anne-Marie had warned me she might go at any minute. And I wasn't really looking forward to that kind of dinner party, to be honest. And so I'm driving to the party, and then Anne-Marie called me and said, we're at the hospital because she's had this nosebleed. But I don't want to waste the food, so you should go to my house and eat the food with the other woman that's going to be there, Myrna, and which is so weird, but that's what friends do. And so we went, and we're sitting there, and we thought, okay, we should chant. Let's chant for her. Let's chant for Anne. So anyway, strangely to all of us, the nosebleed stopped, and she came home the next day. And so this story of almost dying, okay, that happens again and again and again. I mean, Anne-Marie's got letters written and sent off to President Keita, because especially when she went into the coma, I mean, in those final goodbyes, but it was almost like, what is she here for? Why did she keep hanging around? And I think, so that was a question we had. And 3 years ago, I had my 50th birthday party, and of course Anne was there, and I think she had a good time. I didn't see how many mojitos she had or anything, but she looked happy. So, and then when she was leaving, she was in a wheelchair. She fell out of the wheelchair, and she went to the hospital, and she was kind of beat up, and they held a mirror up to her bruised face, and she said, "You should have seen the other guy." I mean, and nothing, no broken bone, no nothing. I mean, that's like the end for so many people, right? I mean, that's unbelievable. So this was just another one of those unbelievable, it's not the end. So I was there at the 105th party. That was when we went to Catalina, because that was one of those moments of, it's a free ride to Catalina on your birthday. Do you want to go to Catalina? Why not? So we went, and it was great. And I was going back to I don't know how many mojitos she had, but that was the other party. Anyway, so we're in Catalina, and I guess I should have my glasses on because I can't tell where we are. All right. Oh, I know. You know what? It was just that I was thinking when I was writing this, and most of you know, if you've been around Anne-Marie, and if you saw Anne-Marie and Anne together, it was the most amazing couple. The duo, the artistry, the dance that they had. I have never seen anyone care so much for another person. And the way she got her in and out of the car, and they had a thing together. It wasn't just one person. It wasn't Anne-Marie doing everything. And, I have vowed to do that for Anne-Marie as her friend. But I have to say, Anne-Marie is stronger than I am. Her back is better than mine. I mean, I hope I make it, because she's going to live that long. But it was unbelievable to watch them together. It was artistry. It was really, really beautiful. And I know she wouldn't have lived as long if she hadn't gotten that kind of care, or who would want to live that long. So I missed the 106th because my aunt turned 65, and I thought, I don't know if Anne's going to be around for 106. I missed the 106th. Isn't that crazy? But she went to the Inn of the Seventh Ray, where Amy Semple McPherson had preached, and the waitress was telling her that, and Anne said, well, I was here and heard Amy Semple McPherson preach. She became a celebrity even in that restaurant. So that was a poignant birthday. And I was fortunate enough to be at many of these birthdays, and the 107th, and at that one she was wearing her tiara. and she was greeting everyone, and really, I think her physical presence, whether she said much, was what was so encouraging. I mean, just that hopefulness, and also her attitude of the why not. So what I kept doing was I kept bringing people with me to visit her, like my 85-year-old father. You got to feel young, right? So he brought her old scotch, but not as old as her. And I brought young people too, you know, Alessandro and Allegra, and it just gave everybody such hope. So from President Ikeda, I read this and thought of her. It says, just as we look forward to the rest sleep brings after the efforts and exertions of the day, death can be seen as a welcome period of rest and re-energizing in preparation for a new round of active life. And just as we enjoy the best sleep after a day in which we have done our very best, a calm and easy death can only follow a life lived to the fullest without any regrets. So, those are just a few stories. I think I'm going to stop there. But if you want to ask me later, I'm so happy to be here, and you know, happy to see all of you, and happy to celebrate Anne's life together with you. Thank you.